Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, September the 5th of 2025. If you have ever felt overwhelmed trying to figure out what the markets are really doing, this video is for you, and I really hope that you see the value in it. This is it's a bonus PMA video, a pre-market analysis video that we're sharing with you. That it's usually for our members only, where Darko breaks down the charts step by step and shows you how to make sense of price action without all the guesswork. Okay, you're going to see exactly how he reads structure, answers member questions, and explains what's happening in real time, so you can start building the skills that every successful trader needs. Whether you're brand new to price action or just looking for more clarity, this lesson will help you see the markets in a whole new way. Okay, by the way, using the exact same analysis that you're going to see in this video, Darko just pointed out a setup to our members on Thursday. It was on the US yen pair, Thursday, September the 4th, and that trade is now positive by over 160 pips as I'm recording this. Take a look.
Hi everyone, Darko here for your weekly PMA for Thursday the 28th of August 2025. Last days of the month. Over the weekend I will be doing the monthly top down, also the weekly top down, also looking for every valid swing break or structure damage. Let's just call it swing break on the market on any levels for the long-term service. Obviously I have some questions. The first question was about opposing level, like what is an opposing level. I went through the content. If I go to the PMAs, okay, and if you, let's see, this is the CC stock, that's the wrong service. So if you go to the long-term service, and obviously it's, let's see here, you have to go back to March. I think it was where it says, let's see if I can find it, opposing level, okay, another PMA about opposing level, okay, and then opposing level consumed, another opposing, like there are lots of contents about opposing level. So basically opposing level, if I go to like euro pound, just to make this clear, let's just say that you identify, I'm just making this up now, okay, you identify resistance, you saw some structure damage, swing break, and now you are entering a trade. Let's just say that this was your entry. When price is heading down on your entry time frame, what is the first level that price could be reacting from? An opposing level is a level in front of your getting filled or buying or selling order, whatever that order is, in front of your order, like you got filled and price in this case is heading down into support. So the support level is the first opposing level, the first level that you see on your charts. Obviously it's the obvious. Let's just say for whatever reason you entered down in here, okay, you are buying, so that means the first resistance level, which is up in here, is the first opposing level, so the level that is in front of your order. And obviously they are explained in great detail within the PMAs that I just showed you. Okay, so hope that clarifies things. Someone asked me a question about, hey Darko, what about Euro Aussie? You mentioned that in your PMA. Where is Euro Aussie? Here is Euro Aussie. So basically to do this, let's just do a full top down on Euro Aussie. Okay, we are very close to resistance, not perfectly hit, no. Let's see if I go back to Uganda, see if we have enough historical data. Obviously not. So for, let's see, this is the monthly Euro Aussie, right? So I see this level in here, okay, see how price went up and then we dropped strongly. You mark the closing price of the bullish candle. We are at that level right now, okay. So we just want to figure out like what is price is doing, and obviously we also are, if that level was not enough, we are also at a weekly swing neckline, okay. So once price hits that level, if I go back to Uganda for more smoother necklines, we are at a level of resistance, both monthly or weekly, okay. So now you want to see sellers be in control on your entry time frame, and this was also your weekly chart. We will be doing both, because it was a level on a monthly chart. That means the daily chart is your entry, and there's also a level on a weekly chart. So let's just start with the weekly chart and see identifying swings, okay? And I will be doing some more content regarding to exercising and speeding up the process for the swing break starting next Sunday. So I will be having more time, and obviously I'm not sure where I will be published that, so don't worry about it. The PMAs will be posted as usual. Then I will do some additional stuff along the way. So let's just start in here. Price is making a higher high, higher low, all good. One swing, good. Price is coming down, making another higher low at support, a very logic level. Same goes in here. Okay. Price makes I'm ignoring this gap and ugly stuff, so I'm just make this one straight way to heaven, and we hit that level of resistance. So right now the buyers are in control on a 4-hour time frame. That might be a different story on a 15-minute chart, and we need to combine the time frame combinations correctly. So when it's a weekly level, the only time frame that is you need to pick on waiting for sellers to take control over the market is the 4-hour. There is no other time frame. If it's a daily level, then it's an hourly chart. If it's a monthly level, then it's a daily chart. You have to stick with the time frame combinations that I'm teaching you. So we need to make things 100% objective. So far, when this is happening, the buyers are in control. We all know that, okay? And now price is dropping like no tomorrow, taking out this APB. It needs to be an APB to do, that lower low, lower close. So now, by the time we breach and close, then now we are taking out the APB. Okay? Sometimes we don't wait for the APB. I will be covering all the swing breaks in great detail when they appear. So now the sellers are in control. So what you could do is like you draw a fib from here to here, and the 618 fib is the entry with the high stop loss aiming to the downside. That's it. Okay? You might say, but Darko, why is this not blue mark? Why is it just red? Why is this not a pending order? Like I said in the chat room, there is no hurry because this is not going up anytime soon. 2 days from now, 1 day, like tomorrow is Friday, tomorrow evening Swedish time and any other times, the market is closing. Then we will have a new monthly candle. We will have a new weekly candle. We will be doing a monthly top down, a weekly top down, putting things in context, and then we go to business. Okay, so let's just say that something is only a monthly level, nothing else. It's not a daily level. It's not a weekly level. The daily level is the intra time frame. So there's nothing on a weekly, but this is only a monthly. We just pretend now. Okay, good. So now I need to see sellers be in control on my daily time frame. I'm keeping things back to basic, not because, just because we have lots of new members, but also the basics are the foundation of what I'm doing. There won't be anything complicated because if it was complicated, I won't be doing it because things needs to be easy or at least understandable. Okay, simple but not easy, because we as a human being, we complicate things both in life and in trading, because we cannot accept that it cannot be that simple that I just need to identify this as a swing, this as a swing, this as a swing. The buyers are in control. We left this area. We managed to make a higher close. The only thing that I need to wait for is for price to take out this swing low. Then the sellers are in control at resistance, and I need to draw a fib from the highest point to the lowest point. The 618 fib is the entry with a high stop loss. Trading cannot be that easy, because if it was that easy, everyone will do it. That's what your brain tells you. Well, that's it. That is basically it. And you just do this over sorry about that, over and over again. You take a losing trade. Oh, I know this stuff doesn't. Yeah, it does work. Then you just, the next one will make you like that, 300-400 pips. You take a winning trade, losing, following the rules, but still losing, winner, BE, break even. Okay, trading is that simple. Okay, and the thing with swing break, I almost said rotation, but just swing break. Okay, I can show you tons of example, which I will do at some, in the near future. That let's just say that you don't know anything about context, like nothing. You just, you started yesterday, but you understand the swings correctly. Okay, and you are taking every structure damage in the middle of nowhere, at resistance, at support, another in the middle of nowhere. You will see that even if you are wrong on the context, this pattern is very forgiving. At least it will give you, a move you can take out the risk and have a free look. Most people get greedy, like, hey, this is working. Now I'm up like, $50. Let's just make another 50. And then, whatever your 0.5% is, which most people don't follow. So now your brain is standing in your way. The approach is still that simple. Because I tell you, what I just told you about this setup, that's all you need to understand. There is nothing more or less into it. And you might say, but it cannot be that easy. It's impossible that you can make money, that this is legal and you can make money, and there must be a catch. There must be something complicated. And now you start, letting profit get into losing trades because you get greedy. Now you start, as soon as something goes against you, fear of losing, you start cutting your, losses. Like, hey, I'm down 5 pips, I'm panicking, let's exit. And then the trade goes in your... That is the mental part of trading, guys. Okay? That part will take time. It depends how you are as a person. Okay? What type of traits do you have as a person? Because let me explain structure damage in great detail. You need to have a swing where we call from A to B. Okay? And we call this swing number 1. Okay? The next swing is from B to C. We call this swing number 2. Okay? And then we have the third swing, which is A, B, C, D. Okay? We call this swing number 3. So the rules are, you need to have swing number 3, like the D, the lowest point of this, the lowest point, not the closing price, the lowest point of the swing needs to breach the lowest point of B. That's the criteria. Okay? The fourth swing, A, B, C, D, E. Okay? We call this the fourth swing. So the fourth swing needs to take out the C, the highest point of C. Now you have yourself a pending order. Okay? Then you need to draw a fib from D to E, from the lowest point of this swing to the highest point of this swing. The 618 fib is your entry. There is a modification. There is taking the 618 fib is the easiest way to enter. Like, let's just say nothing about support and resistance, market structure, how to, where do you enter? I have no idea, I don't understand. Well, just draw a fib, the 618 fib plus front running, which means you add 5 pips if you are long-term trading into your entry. That's your entry. That's the simplest way of explaining. But is that the entire truth? The answer is no. that's not the entire truth. Because if you are a skilled trader, you don't need to be a stage 4 trader. No, just be a trader where you can see like, hey, you know what, I see a strong level of support up in here. I'm just making this up. That level could be anywhere. You see on your charts that this level, you see a standalone strong significant level or significant neckline, but that happens to be before the 618 fib. Okay, that might be at the 50% fib, like around in a ballpark, right? Or next time, there is no level whatsoever unless price comes down into a level that is way below the 618 fib. What I'm trying to tell you, making a long story sideways, is if you are a skilled trader, then you know where to enter at a clean level of support, regardless which fib that is. But that will be harder. Like if you want to make things super simple, like, you know what, I don't care about anything, I don't see any levels, it's just confusing, well, just draw that fib, enter at the 618 fib. I promise you will be more winning than losing. Okay, don't worry if price comes down to a logic level of support and then bouncing 200 pips. It's okay, be okay with that. And until you learn, where is a very like strategic logic, trading logic level to enter. So as a trading coach, I need to make this as simple, like this takes you 20 minutes to understand, maybe a couple of hours to try to track this, just exercising. Hey, this is a swing, this is a swing. I see this as a swing here, here, here. And now you know where is the buyers, the sellers are in control, the buyers are in control. That may take you like a couple of days. Okay, that's it. So you should be up to speed within days, weeks. Okay, the rest of it is mental. The rest of it is things that takes time. It has nothing to do with understanding this simple concept, like, that D needs to be below B, like the third swing needs to be below the first swing low, and the fourth swing needs to breach this high. That takes you like 5 minutes to understand. So the concept of understanding a swing break or a structure damage takes you 5 minutes, 10 minutes, let's just say 30 minutes. Okay? And the entry, don't worry, just draw a fib, take the 618 fib and be okay. Okay? So that's okay. Then you can evolve along the way. Then you can, being a more skilled trader, to understanding exactly where to enter. I usually tell you that. I'm making things simple, so I always take the 618 fib. Okay? That's the easy way of taking and most understandable. So that's super, super important. Now the question is, how many times will the charts looks like this? Symmetrical, super, like everyone sees that. Well, I see this Darko in like 30 seconds, but I don't see this on my charts, because this swing break in another world could be like a micro swing in here, and then you have like a complex pullback like this, and then price comes down. Okay, and then by the time, and this is where like the first swing, this is the second swing, this is the third swing, and then on your way up, price does this, goes up. Now this happens to be your fourth swing. Okay, so this is this in here is this was straight down, good. And then from here to here, you just draw as one, like this is the fourth swing. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that on the real charts, price is a bit bumpy. Like you see a complex pullback, a higher low, and then price goes up, and now you need to like, okay, how do I, and that's where I will be showing you endless of examples along the way where you see different variations. There are swing breaks where they're like, it's not this symmetrical, it's just more like a slightly like this, and then goes down, super down, and then you go up. It's not symmetrical because this is symmetrical. No, this is equal as this, and this is nice and juicy, and then you have that great one-way ticket to heaven taking out that swing. That's drawing. Drawing and real-time charts is two different story. Okay, just for the sake of the example, I just happened to see this here. Actually, I didn't see this when I did my analysis. I just happened to see, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have no idea if this is at support or not. I don't care. I'm just trying to tell you that these are like everywhere. Okay, so yeah, that's structure damage. So you need to understand what am I looking for, and I want to spend some time chart exercising, just like people go to gym to exercise their health. We are going to chart exercise. Okay, see this, you see, try to identify where is the sellers in control, buyers are in control, and practice advanced market flow. Okay, super important. So yeah, that's about Euro-Aussie. I will give you a full top down on Monday's PMA. Thursday's PMA are more like open mic and answering questions and have some fun. Try to grab a chart and do some deep thinking, or the behind the scenes, like how do I identify these, and try to learn the market. Okay, Cat Swissy. I can't. Let's see. I'm reading my notes. I'm waiting for price to hit this level and give me a structure damage on my hourly time frame. I'm day trading myself into a potential swing trade. The reason why I'm getting reluctant is that the previous monthly candle is bullish. Okay, so I'm waiting for this monthly candle. Will this be like another bullish candle, maybe a weaker version, and then price might be where this low is lower than the lowest low, and then we get a structure damage. I don't want to risk anything, because if this is behaving correctly, this level is no joke. This daily level, like if price gets to this level, go down to your hourly chart and don't blink your eye until you get that structure damage. Once you get it, take it. Okay, on a 4-hour time frame, this level is slightly higher, which is completely okay. We will be waiting for the daily level. Okay, so that's the level that I will be watching. Right now, price is stuck at this level. Okay, you are at this daily level. I want to see what's happening. Like if I go to my hourly time frame, if I happen to be a day trader, the trend is down. This is definitely a level that I trust. The 3-step trading, a significant neckline, check. Pattern, well, who is in control right now? And this is the hourly chart, so nobody gets confused. You have to be flexible, because now we are trading one pattern. So it doesn't matter. Like if I happen to show you like an hourly setup, we are still just taking structure damage. So I'm not breaking any rules. I'm day trading myself into a swing trade. Right now the bulls are in control, because price is making higher lows and a higher high. Okay, for this to be, the bearish will be in control, we need to take out this one. Okay, because when we left this area, we managed to breach this level, higher high, higher close. So if this comes down, take this one out. Now the bears are in control. Then just draw your fib, take the 618 fib entry. Okay, that's it. Now the sellers are in control. See how understandable, simple this is. Understanding what you are trading makes you confident. Trade with conviction. So having a close eye on what this is doing. And trust me, guys, I'm scanning the market like 20 times a day, because the market has been a nightmare lately. It's, control your emotions. This is trading. It's nothing personal. Everyone is suffering right now. The question is, how much is you losing when the market is behaving like this? Okay, we had that Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar trades that is preventing us from another losing month. So there is nothing to hide. There's everything is good. So I'm just because it's quiet in the chat room, that doesn't mean like I'm not watching my charts. I'm not, I'm watching the charts like a hawk, because now I'm on fire. I want to show you how great this approach is, how simple, easy, understandable, but also profit. Okay, show me the money. Enough talking, right? But the market is the market. I can control my trading. I can control where to enter, exit, TP1, TP2, what to wait for. That is within my control. The market is out of my control. If this market goes like this for another 6 months, there's nothing to do about, because even if you don't see things in hindsight, like, okay, sometimes I miss trades, I grab the mic, I tell you. Right now there's like nothing there. We haven't missed anything. So yeah. Okay, why did I cancel Euro Pound? Well, Euro Pound, let me just remove this. It's not relevant. We all know that the entry wasn't here, and by the time this candle was up, go back and watch in the chat room. I said I exited at break even, and I was like plus like 10. I don't know, remember the amount of, it doesn't matter, I'm just calling it break even. Okay, so all good. So why did I do that? Like, did I panic or anything? No. Well, what I did saw is that we are on our way to make an inside bar at a monthly level of resistance. At the same time, at that monthly level, the sellers are in control. Okay, because when we left this area, we managed to make a higher close. The sellers are in control. Price went up perfectly and dropped. Okay, so within these swings, this looks more topish. Okay, and I also moved my line from the first level to the second level, and I saw the second level is holding perfectly. It's just like too much evidence for my taste to continue that trade. And the reason why I went back and watched things closely is because price had all the opportunity in the world to go up here, came down, just like nothing is happening. Every single one of these candles is 4 hour. We have been here for like 3 days, and and then I just exited in here. Price made a lower close, and now I don't care. It doesn't matter, because I don't like this trade anymore. I exit at break even, and then there's nothing there to complain about. So opposing level check, Euro Aussie check, CAD Swissy check, Euro Pound check. And there was a question about, hey Darko, I saw content about drawing support and resistance, where you have a content where you take the line chart and identify great level of support and resistance. Is that video still valid, or is it like not valid? Well, that's super valid. If you have hard time, look at this. It's just blinking here. This is a new feature. I don't use the line chart. I try to find levels without the line chart. But back in the days when I was a struggling trader, like a level like this, if you are not familiar with, like, if you don't have, as I have, like 30,000 hours in front of your charts, everyone sees this. This should be super obvious. Okay, this level is great. This level is great. Okay, this level here, like all the V-shaped or inverted V-shaped, like this one in here, are levels that are great. And if you have hard time seeing that on a candlestick charts, well, these are perfect. Like when the slope of the move is like getting not sharp, it needs to be like laser sharp, like it's a very sharp knife, you know. When the level looks more like this, that's not good. This is more like, oh, that one hurt. Okay, so you have to have that distinguished move on a line chart that makes the level great. When the level becomes like this or this, skip those. Okay, so if I just just mark this level in here, this level in here, and now I go back to, where is my charts? Candles. See, look at it, like this is a great level. So I'd rather train my eyes to actually see this as a significant neckline. But if you for whatever reason have hard time seeing this, don't worry. Like, make it as simple as humanly possible for yourself to make it. Like, I seeing a level like this, especially after my explanation of the slope, or the having a sharp inverted V-shaped or inverted V-shaped. Those are the great levels. When the level becomes slow, no, skip those and only focus on the more distinguished moves. Okay, so if that helps you to see the levels, and then you make yourself some money by identifying great levels, and then go to your charts and wait for a structure damage. So this takes you not that many minutes to understand and apply perfectly, and then you wait for that structure damage the way I explained for you. That's another whatever amount of time. Like, I don't want to put any pressure on your shoulder. Hey, I don't get this in 5 minutes, I get this in 2 days or 5 days. Like, geez, come on. What does it matter if you understand something in 1 week or in 1 hour? It doesn't take you 12 months to understand marking a level or seeing a structure damage. I will help you. So what I'm trying to say is that don't put pressure on your shoulder like you need to get this in 5 minutes, or seeing a structure damage within seconds. No, just like take yourself time. I remember back in the days when I was start trading, or at least getting serious about my trading, I could spend weeks, months not trading, but only grabbing a pen, okay, and just playing around. Okay, I see this. No, I don't see this as a swing. I see this as a micro swing. I'm just drawing. Okay, and you must say, "Oh, geez, Darko, like, come on, I'm not." That's like nonsense. It's actually not nonsense, because what you are doing is that you are actually telling your brain, without being like, your brain works in a background by only sitting in here and just drawing lines like this. Now you are telling your brain exactly what to look for. Okay, and there are some indicators like Cole's fractal, and then you need to, I used to use it, just like, come on, just train your brain to see things, because if you use the indicator fractal, then it just like misses some of the swings, and now you need to lower the rate, like from whatever that number is to lower, and now it's marking the not valid swings and such. So just train your brain. There are like endless of examples where you could be watching, and now you see, okay, the buyer seems to be in control. Price made a higher low and a complex pullback from here. Looks like a complex pullback. Now we are exploding. Now this becomes an APB. That's what I did like for weeks, and I couldn't care less about trading. Just train this, do this, and now all of a sudden, oh geez, now I see this with way more confidence than I did before. And combining that with the right time frames, the yearly chart for the bigger picture, monthly, weekly for support and resistance and trend, and make it simple. Like, is this going up or down or sideways? There are no more other options. Well, this is sideways. Okay, that's on a monthly chart, but how do we look on a weekly chart? Good, check. Support and resistance marked, check. Wait for price to hit that level on your entry time frame and wait for a structure damage, check. Trade management, hands on or hands off, check. That's it. Okay, no more, no less. There will be nothing more to add, to be honest. It's just like this is what we will be drilling. So, sit back and relax and try to do some exercising, and the money will come along the way. And I'm not, I always tell you the truth. So you just need to have faith. Wait until the market goes back to, it will go back to normal. We are already seeing some moves, and I will do my absolute best to find something for us for next week. Okay, so I will be going up 4 a.m. Saturday morning, going through every single charts on every higher time frame on 29 pairs, and 4 hours later I will be recording a PMA, tell you everything you need to know about next week. Okay, thank you so much for listening. I wish you a fantastic weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. I will do whatever I can to help you. Okay, and enjoy your weekend. Do some chart exercising, and I will talk to you soon. Cheers.
So do you see how Darko didn't just talk theory? He showed you how price action really plays out on live charts with all the messiness and the uncertainty that beginners often struggle with. That's the kind of clarity that helps you stop guessing and start trading with confidence. And just a note, we are hosting a live webinar on September the 24th, okay, and that's just around the corner. We'll be sharing the details next week, where Darko's going to show you the one simple pattern that we use over and over again. If you're new to trading, this is hands down the best place to start. Until then, take care, everyone. Wishing you a great weekend and trading week ahead. Cheers.